Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Snap content. We've done it. We are approaching that 6 month marker. Which is it's cool. I'll talk about like a lot of like my like what my thoughts are on Marvel Snap are as a whole after 6 months of playing, which it's been a journey. All right, so let's break down like the most basic core like things, right? Collect collector level 5,700. 6 months in. Slowed down a little bit. I feel like I should be at 6,000 now. Well, actually, that's not true. It's not that I slowed down a little bit. That's not true. It's just getting a little harder to get collector's levels because I definitely have played a lot less than when I first started. So my frame leveling is definitely on the slower slide at the moment. But like it's not like much slower. Being at 6,000, while would be probably kind of nice, it takes a minute to get there. So I'm approaching 6,000 in collectors. I should probably hit 6,000 by next month, which is fine, cool. When it comes to decks, I am running a decent amount of decks. So we have a new style of Fantomex deck that I've been kind of playing with Affliction and Fantomex. It's okay. It's an okay deck. I have the normal Fantomex deck that I really do like a lot. I've also been, dabbling in rocks. And of course, I do have my own destroy deck with Strife and Fing Fang Foom because it's really easy to play like that. So yeah, we have a good like set amount of decks, I guess. Scarlet Spider deck and a zombie deck, all good. There's options. I'm slowly building into a bounce deck. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, when it comes to obtaining new cards and like the progression of obtaining new cards, this is definitely one of those areas that have just fallen off completely. But it's not because of it is the game's fault, but it's not fully the game's fault. So when it comes to obtaining new cards, I feel like a lot of the new seasonal Series 5 cards have just not held up lately in the last 2 months. And so I am kind of missing a good chunk of like cards when it comes to newer stuff because like I just don't feel like any of them have been really that good. Ramatat's kind of like a troll card. Celine kind of sucks. Caliban's kind of like why run him when you have a card that can be reactivated twice? Like why run him over Omega Sentinel? Even though he's a one like less cost to drop, I don't really see the point of like Caliban. It's the same thing as Omega Sentinel. It's just you can use Omega Sentinel over and over with like active cards and or like Prodigy and whatever. Juggernaut kind of mid. Wolverine still kind of mid. Archangel is kind of mid. Like there's just been a lot of mid. Polaris, decent, not perfect, just a decent option. And then we have Storm coming in the next couple days, in 3 days. I think Storm is going to be another option card that's good for like high Evo and maybe some other places like Star Lord. But like outside of that, I don't really know. I don't really know. I just have not been loving these series seasonal fives. These just have not hit for me. When it comes to how many I have total, I'm 97 that I'm missing on top of whatever it is in here. So like 101, I think. No, that's wrong. The math is way off. So 103, almost 104 missing cards. So I have barely dented this, which is really sad that it's been 6 months and I've just not really dented this at all. And it sucks because there are cards in here that I want, I just can't get. Silver Sable, Toxin, like, man, I just keep getting like dumb shit to roll in my shop over and over every day, like the Emperor hulking, or like stupid ass Magus. It's just frustrating. So it's not completely the game's fault. I definitely have the currency to get more cards. But like my rotations just have not been good. I've been kind of focusing my series fours because like there are cards in here that I want, so I've just been kind of pulling the trigger on those. I've spent 12,000 collector coins in the last couple days because I got Man Thing. I got what's his face? My brain blinked. What is his name? Grandmaster. I've gotten so I've gotten Man Thing, Grandmaster, and Polaris in the last couple days because just I've been sitting on so many damn collector coins, but like the daily shop just isn't happening for me. So I'm like, well, I'll just keep it 6,000 in the stash since I'm getting the anti Venom pack in a couple days, and we'll wait for something that I want to roll in, I guess. So there's that. So outside of that, like that one real like nitpick of like just hating the daily card rotation, it's been an okay experience for 6 months, I guess. Hitting infinite every season is really not that hard. I've hit it since the first season, which I started, which was Weapon X, and I've just consistently hit it every season. It's not that difficult. There are going to be seasons where you struggle a little bit more, but overall, I feel like hitting Infinite isn't too bad at the moment. Even though the game meta right now is absolutely like horrendous, I don't know how they managed to keep making the meta more miserable, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. It sucks. I wish I could be like, yeah, the meta has gotten so much better since I've started. But unironically, the best meta was the one I started in with Weapon X. That was the most balanced meta. And then it just kind of went down the hill with Star-Lord and Fing Fang Foom and Shao Lao. Like, those three alone, the trifecta of, like, those three cards just are not good for this game. They're just not. I don't know why they thought it would be a good idea to release those three cards. You know, barely ever slightly nerf them and just leave them as is. I couldn't tell you, but those three cards make this game a lot less fun, and it's unfortunate because I think Star-Lord could be really cool, and I think Fing Fang Foom should be cool. Shao Lao could just go away. I just don't like Shao Lao, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, just those three cards are my issue with the game, and then on top of the daily rotation just not being good. But other than that, you know, I do have my fair share of decks. You know, I have a Destroy deck that uses Weapon X, and yes, I'm using Fing Fang Foom because he's broken. I do have my favorite deck, which is like my Fantomex deck, which is struggling a lot lately because the season's just not favorable for him. I do have a Scarlet Man Spider deck, which is nice. It's not perfect. It has its own little clunkiness with it, but it's all about like getting the right cards and like flushing it out. I have been experimenting with Affliction and Fantomex mixture. It does seem okay. Polaris in here can be a little janky though, because you might accidentally pull a Venom on like a Diamondback. It's like, oh crap, that backfired. And then I do have a zombie deck that I use occasionally, less so lately, just because I just, you know, I'm waiting for October to have real fun with zombies. Rocks is a really good deck right now, which is unfortunate. I think Rocks is just the worst thing to fight when it comes to fun. I'm just not a fan of Rocks, man. Rocks is just kind of boring. And then, yeah, I'm working on a Bounce deck. I'm missing a few pieces, but I think Bounce could be pretty fun, maybe, potentially, hopefully. I'm just really looking for something to have fun with right now, outside of Fantomex, that it would be relatively good or relatively strong in the meta. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So... yeah, decent collector level, consistently hitting, you know, infinite every season. Struggling to get under 90 cards with Series 5. Now, this is due to two reasons, maybe three. Reason one, daily rotation shop is not favorable to me, so I don't ever buy cards out of this often anymore. Second reason, seasonal Series 5 cards have just been really bad the last 3 seasons, which is unfortunate. And the last reason would be I don't really buy this, which now, granted, if I did buy Series Seasonal 5s out of this, it would probably slightly boost my progression to completion. There's so many Series 5 cards that I just do not want. Unfortunately, like there's more than a handful of these cards in here that I just don't care about. Kang the Conqueror, Kraglin, Magus, like I don't want any of those guys. They're all bad, right? And it's just kind of unfortunate they haven't split this loaded infestation of Series 5s up into multiple different bundles so I can go for different cards, right? Because there are good cards in here for sure. It's just there's a lot of shitty ones that I keep seeing in my daily rotation, so I just never buy them, you know. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I have, as of lately, I have bought two Series 4 cards. I've gotten Grandmaster this month and Man Thing. I still am wanting Deafening Chord, and I think I still maybe am considering Deafening Chord for sure, and maybe this guy. Maybe this guy. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I don't normally like dumping 3,000 for a Series 4. It doesn't always feel super nice, but however, there are a few really good ones that are worth it. So when they appear, I kind of tend to buy those since I'm always loaded up on collector coins anyway. As soon as that anti-Venom bundle drops, I'll have another 5,000 to add on top of the stack, so it's all good. Especially with how bad my luck has been with the daily rotation, it'll be fine. Speaking of, let's go ahead and talk about next month, since next month is coming out in a couple days, which will be officially when I start my 6 month process of getting stuff. I really hope the Daredevil card back is cool. So Daredevil, Shadowlands or Shadowlands Daredevil is coming out. I think he's gonna be a decent card. I'm afraid he's gonna be like the Weapon X, or he's gonna have Weapon X syndrome, where if you don't play him soon enough or get him soon enough, he's gonna be bad. But like if you play him on time, he'll potentially be okay. So he's an on reveal that shuffles 3 demons into your deck when you draw a card of 6 armor power plus 2 power. It's a deck that's gonna want you to have big cost, or big power, low cost, essentially. So like demons, maybe a Wilson Fisk potentially. Though I think he's like the weakest version of like. I'll talk about him in a second. Or now Wilson Fisk costs 3 if you have the highest power among cards in play. He's a 5/9. He's ass. This 5/9 is terrible, but 3/9 still kind of mid. You kind of want him to be a 12 power. I don't know. I don't like this design. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like this card. Karen Page on reveal, give one of your 1, 2, and 3 cost characters plus 2 power each. Another ramp card. So we'll see. Wolverine, Horseman of War fell short. I don't know if Karen Page is gonna have that same problem since she's also a 4 cost. Punisher, War Machine. When drawn, mark one of your empty locations. Objective, when that location plus 1 max energy. If this is like, okay, so if this is a permanent like gain of max energy, that's awesome. If it's just a temporary like one-time thing, then I think I don't care. It depends on how this works. Punisher is either going to be really awesome because you get like multiple uses of this each turn, where you can just, turn 3 you open up 4, turn 5 you open up like 5 or 6. Like if it's like that where you always get that extra guaranteed proc as long as you're winning that like location, fantastic. But he's not an ongoing card, so I doubt it's like that. But we'll have to sit and see. But I am interested in this just to see how that plays out. Akari, he's interesting for Affliction style decks. I just don't know, like, since he's a 4 cost, it's kind of like a little awkward. But I am interested to see where this guy places. Muse is like the best thing coming next season when it comes to like Series 5s, just because of like how simple he reads and what he's doing. He's an ongoing card that gets 3 power for each location where one of your cards has been destroyed. So he's a 3/12. That's a good card. That's pretty good. Mother Escane, on reveal, give the leftmost card in your hand plus 2 power, 1 less cost. Copy it. I don't know. I guess it might be pretty good depending on what you copy. Man, we'll see. And then we have Lady Bullseye. This one's kind of scary because of the Wong, Mystique, Odin combination now. It's always been a thing. I'm so sick of that deck. I'm so sick of Odin, Wong, Odin, Wong, Mystique. I'm so sick of seeing that deck. That deck's so just like waste of my time, man. You waste 20 minutes watching these things reproc, and it's just so boring. So that's my main fear of this card, is that deck's gonna just use this over every other deck, and it's gonna be boring. Other places that she might go, I don't know, because like she's weird. You have to use unspent energy. Normally, in most Affliction decks and Fantomex decks, like you kind of need to play your energy out, maybe a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see how this one works out. And then we have Stick, which is an okay card. I just think he's worse than Maverick. He's a 4 cost. On reveal, give the next card you play power equal to this card's power. A ramp style card that has an on reveal effect. So, I don't know. At least 3 of these cards probably are going to be good. At least 3 of them should be good. I hope. So, that's cool. May is going to be a decent season. At least there's cards that are actually going to be like of interest and worth buying. Unlike the last 3 seasons that just have very little to offer. So at least this May season is going to be a little bit more interesting. June and July, I hope so too, but we'll see. So yeah, that's cool. Things to look forward to, or not look forward to, I guess. Now, when it comes to playing Marvel Snap for 6 months, my enjoyment is still there. I still play the game every day. I still enjoy making content. I still enjoy, the game. There are a few nitpicks. Daily rotation, meta balancing. There's definitely things that I can nitpick at. But overall, my experience has still been really positive. So that's cool. The only thing that really kills this game for me is literally this one little system that I complain about every freaking month. It's just the biggest problem in this game. I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't like the daily card rotation. It's so slow. It's all RNG because this damn freaking Series 5 card bundle is so big. It's just, man, I really wish they would do something about it. Please. That's the main thing. It's so bad. But other than that, I don't mind it. That's just my one nitpick. That's literally my only nitpick. So yeah, there you guys go. 6 months in, 5,700 collector coin or collector level in. Still enjoying the game. Have some pretty decent decks, and hate the daily rotation system. Story of my life. But yeah, there you guys go. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you're looking forward to in May. Peace.